Lil Tecca, I just gotta congratulate him, man. Everybody give him a round of applause. In my opinion, he deserves it, no question. I feel like a ton of rappers and musicians in general can learn a lot by just looking at the career of Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca legitimately transformed from potential one-hit wonder to a legitimate artist with multiple hits to his name. But how did he get there exactly? How did Lil Tecca break the curse? To answer that, we gotta go back to the past. I mean, like, really back in the past. Lil Tecca, or Tyler Justin Anthony Sharp, was born on August 26, 2002, in Queens, New York. Tecca's family would then relocate to Long Island 5 years later, giving him the space for isolation and to create. Growing up, Lil Tecca spent most of his time playing basketball and video games on his Xbox. Little did he know that that same Xbox console would be essential to his music career. Lil Tecca's career as a rapper began after roasting his friend on Xbox Live. And we've all been there. This is something that happens to many people. It's not clear what the exact comment was, but after getting flamed, like viciously, Tecca sought to take his retaliation to the next level. He wanted to take it up a notch, you know? He would say, I was like, yo, I'm done with this. I'm finna just record myself flaming you, because we would just always go back and forth through Xbox. Then Tecca would practice some thievery skills and take his sister's laptop and downloaded Audacity. He would record himself over a beat and then he uploaded it to SoundCloud. That 1-minute track addressing his friend's head shape birthed the rest of his rap career, which is insane. It's crazy that a roast session directly led to the creation of Lil Tecca. But anyway, speaking on the name Lil Tecca, he got that name from a girl on Instagram. Both Lil Tecca and this girl shared a variation of the word in their usernames. Her name was Tecca with 50 C's and his was Tecca Hilfiger. As he was about to make his full transition into rap, he asked her what his name should be. She responded by telling him to call himself Lil Tecca. So he went for it, and the rest is history.
Repeat after me. When I say Lil, y'all say Tecca. Lil, Tecca. Lil, Tecca. Lil,
Tecca. Fast forward, Tecca became a literal overnight sensation. Tecca would release a song called Ransom to Cole Bennett's YouTube channel, Lyrical Lemonade, on May 22nd, 2019. At the time of this release, Tecca was only 16 years old. Bro was putting up massive numbers before he could even drink. The song took off and became a mainstream, undeniable hit. Some people, that was their song of the summer that year. Ransom peaked at number 4 on Billboard. It also amassed over 1 billion streams on Spotify and over 400 million views on YouTube. Couldn't escape Ransom, no matter where you went. The song was playing everywhere. But I remember at that time, there were a ton of people who thought Lil Tecca was going to be a one-hit wonder. People didn't take him seriously as an artist, much less as a rapper. And honestly, I'm not sure as to why. I don't know if it was his look. I know a lot of people got on him for like the braces and the glasses, giving him sort of like nerdy, maybe geeky sort of physical representation. But me personally, I mean, the glasses and the braces, to me, I didn't really see it as a negative. I think it made him stand out because he didn't have the prototypical rapper look, but again, it made people remember what he looked like. And I think as a rapper or someone who's just making content in general, you want to stand out. You don't want to look like everybody else. And he was just being his authentic self, you know, when it came to his look. I even feel like he was being his authentic self when he basically admitted that he caps in his raps, you know?
You got a man, know what I do to your mans. No, I ain't shooting the hands. Took an airline, took one again. Crashed a Rari, so I hopped in the Benz. I don't even drive. I don't even know how to drive. That's dead. I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I don't have no straps for nobody. I don't got no straps. I got red, I got blue, what you want? The Chanel, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton. She know I got the Fendi Prada when I hit Milan. No, I've never been to Europe or nothing.
Because a lot of people do, and everybody knows, everybody does, but people still don't try to like admit this. But he admitted it very early on in his career, and I give him props for that. But regardless, there was a question mark on Lil Tecca. Was he going to be yet another name to add to the fall off list, or was he going to become a legitimate rap star? Also, something else I didn't mention, 2019, during this time, late 2018, 2019, there were a ton of artists popping up on the mainstream with one singular song, and it would be crazy views, crazy numbers. They would have a hit, but then a couple months later, maybe a year later, they would fade into irrelevancy. Nobody cared anymore. And honestly, I would say it's fair to think that of Lil Tecca at this time, because there were so many representations of this happening around that time that Lil Tecca falling victim to that wouldn't be a crazy stretch, in my opinion. Lil Tecca, on the other hand, he was going to try his best to become a legitimate rap star. He was aiming to prove the doubters wrong. That following year, Tecca released his debut album called Virgo World. The album did not have any hits with as much success as Ransom. It proved a significant step in Tecca's development as an artist. The key word there was development, ladies and gentlemen. I think musicians need to prioritize this than trying to chase big hit after big hit, because most of the time you fail. Because regardless if Tecca did this on purpose or on accident, his skills as an artist was growing. Tecca would keep dropping music consistently. Another keyword, consistently. You need to keep dropping music because you are learning and you're developing as an artist in that process. The single Show Me Up circulated online as a leak before Tecca officially released it. He then released another single called Never Left, which peaked at number 54 on Billboard. Never Left would become the lead single for Tecca's next project, We Love You Tecca 2. While many fans wrote off Lil Tecca as a one-hit wonder after Ransom was released, he proved to the world that he has true staying power in hip-hop. He proved that he wasn't going to just fade into irrelevancy. Lil Tecca is one of the artists from that 2019, 2018 year range, still making great music and still selling out shows, and had a massive audience. While if you look at a lot of other people from that, that time period, they're not making as good of music as they used to, or they're not selling out as much as they used to. But Lil Tecca is showing that he's here to stay. And I honestly believe the reason for that is that he grew as an artist. He developed himself and he kept dropping music. This right here is a message to current artists and future artists alike. It's not super complicated. Keep dropping music. Don't worry on making another hit, but instead focus on your craft and keep the consistency. And I know I'm saying it's so easy, but again, these are tips that I think help build artists, in my opinion. I'm not saying they're the easiest thing in the world. Showing up every day, it sounds easy to say, but I know it's hard. But it's extremely rewarding. But I genuinely do believe you keep your consistency up, you keep focusing on your craft, and you will be fine. Tecca is a testament of this fact. With that being said, I go by Rager University, and I'll see y'all in whatever I upload next. Peace.